On a day this cold, on a day with ice, God created men with beards to make their face feel nice.
Oh, what a deal, what a deal. Hey guys, it's Jax, and I've got a problem.
Ooh, 12 below in the wind and come on!
All right, little turkeys, good morning. Say good morning. Okay, we have a little plan we gotta make, okay? Because I've got to go over and check cows and feed cows because it's so cold outside. They're probably hungry and ready for some hay. You're cold? Because they're by this window. So who should be in charge?
Me.
We can only pick one. I think I'm gonna pick Lash.
Me.
Sorry, Bama, in a few years, okay? You're just kind of a little bebopper. You wanna be the boss? Okay.
I'll be the second babysitter.
Okay. You'd be third babysitter, Bama. You're third string, okay? So if Lash... Okay.
Back to an A.
Okay, but first we gotta make a plan. I gotta go do cows. Lash is in charge. Phone is by the desk over there, so you can call me if you need, right? Oh, and you have the phone book so you can call anybody else. We need to make a plan for the house, because the house looks like a wreck. Right? Okay, so Lash, what do you think we should do?
Handshake.
Ah! Okay, so in a nutshell, we've made this deal. Lash is gonna be in charge. She's gonna do all the house cleaning. She's gonna be in charge of the house cleaning, and you're gonna help with these little working minions. I'm gonna go show you what's going on over at the ranch and what we're in the midst of kind of over there with this weather. We're all gonna get back together about lunchtime and we'll see how you did, okay? Deal. Oh man, it's Jax, I'm back.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
What a day. Oh yeah, first to follow up, it's only fair to give you a follow-up. See that stash? I'm gonna stop just so you can enjoy this for a second. Baby, nothing like a clean mustache and a smile. All trimmed. Oh, here's one of my favorite jokes. Ready? This is just for you guys. This is especially formulated for you. I've been doing that one for a long time, since I was a wee boy. So here's what's exciting. First of all, here's the big news, and this is the news that Haley kind of made everybody think last time when she said she was in the heavy pen. She's not pregnant. Sorry to let you down, but probably one of these days, you know. The ranch. See, here's the problem. The ranch is such a great place to raise children that you kind of feel a little bit obligated to bring as many kids as you can into the world because they get to learn the wise ways of living out here on the ranch. You know, it's like the way. Remember the little guy off Star Wars? This is the way. It's like the ranch. It is the way. Oh, oui. So that's not the exciting news. The exciting news is that Haley is down in Lubbock, Texas at Amusement Park Records as we speak, starting the first Sightliners album. It's gonna be almost completely original music as well. Can you believe that? She's down there, she's gonna spend a week. She's gonna record Weston, remember Weston? He's down there. He's also gonna help with the recording, of course with the instrumentals. And then later on this spring, we're going to get the rest of the band down there and finish up and finalize. And hopefully, I don't really know time frame on recording deals, but I would assume by hopefully sometime midsummer maybe, we'll have this album all ready to go for you to enjoy. It's fun. It's a big process. It's a lot of time and a lot of resource that gets tied up into recording. But a cool thing about these days is that you can make music and market your music to your own people, which is you guys. And of course people that come to shows and whatnot, but it's not like the old days where to be able to record, you kind of had to get a record deal to make a legitimate album. So appreciate the support from you guys as usual. By the way, on that note of support and you guys, you're great. I love our little channel, our little nook of the interweb. It's growing. It's just out there doing its little thing and rolling along. So thanks for the support. I love that you guys comment, and I really do my best to try to get through every couple days and respond when I can to what I can, and keep that up because I like being able to interact with you. I like that. It's fun. I really enjoy it. So keep it up. Here's what's going on now. We got 12 below zero. We got Haley gone for a week. Got 4 niños at home. That's right, isn't it? That's from Nacho Libre. The little niños. So I hope that I said that right. Anyway, we got the kids at home, and I'm kind of feeling like we're having. You guys remember the episode from way back, Raising Kids Without Screens, where I loaded the 4 kids in the Kenworth and we hauled a load to California and then a load back to Montana. This is gonna be like the niños. 2.0. Except for this time, we're not going to be all piling up in a truck and heading to California. We're going to be hunkering down and calving and hopefully having some fun doing some other things. But Haley's not home for over a week, so it's going to be a great time. Let's see if we can get the tractor fired up. It's time to feed. It's been so cold the last few nights. We've been locking the cows in the barn at night because a lot of these cows are having babies. We're having about 5 to 7 babies a day, which is great. When you start calving, you want to just push them through. You want to get done ASAP so that your cattle are all kind of the same uniform size and they just kind of grow together and make a nice little bunch out there. Nice little bunch out in the field. Barlow, should we go? Should we go? That's not garbage, by the way. It's bedding. All right, let's see what's shaking out here. The cold in Montana can be deceiving. Ugh, it's so cold. That wind.
Where are you headed? Carry me back to Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mr. Can we leave this?
We're gonna cycle those glow plugs again. It's plugged in, fuel's treated, but oh, it's so cold and windy. Give her one more cycle and see if the old rip will go. Come on, my sweet. Ooh. One more time. That'd be my one complaint in the cold with these Kubotas, and I don't know why. But man, they turn over slow. I mean, it's extremely cold, but they just turn over slow. Come on, girl. Woo! One of my biggest pet peeves in the entire world is cold starts. Like when I see cold start videos, I'm like, "Whoa, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Plug it in, warm it up." Did everything right with that one. It's plugged in, it's treated. That is a true cold start, and there's no way around it. But she did her. Hear how they crank real slow? That's how they do. Even when it's warm, they're a real slow crank. And that's my only beef with the Kubota. I wish they spun that big 4-cylinder a little bit faster, but that might be part of why it spins slow. They're a big 4-cylinder. So anyway, she's fired. We're gonna let her warm up for a good 15-20 minutes though before we rock. While we're waiting for it to warm up, we're gonna do a little morning cow check. The way we kind of have this set up is in the morning. I've been getting up and doing the morning checks and then starting on chores with Woo Woo, my mom. Rooster's been doing the night calving. And I'll show you kind of how that works here in a little bit. But get over here in the morning. You want to go check the heifers. They're locked in the barn. Over here, we got the cows locked in the barn over here. It's cold enough that even in the barn, you really gotta watch these things when they're born. Let's see what the old heifers got going on. Hey, girlies. You survived this cold night? No new babes? I don't see anything. That's good. This little barn is just a little bit, as you can see. This illustrates it pretty well. It's kind of a holy barn. And I don't mean in a spiritual way. It's just a board and batten type barn, but of course over time with a little shrinkage, it looks worse in the sun. But there's some little cracks and gaps. Can you see the steam coming off the cows? A little bit. Anyway, no new babies. That's great. The other barn's a different story. You're gonna like it. Man, oh, that wind. If the wind doesn't blow, you guys, you can take a lot of cold, but when the wind gets to blowing, it just freezes your fingers. This is the big barn, the main barn. You might recognize it. Sawdust, right? So these cows, these are the heavies we sorted. You remember that? And of course, we've continued to sort since then. So about every 6 days, we've been sorting heavies. Sorry, my breath is taken away. Dad told me last night there was a cow that calved in here that it's kind of mean. Hey, remember these guys? This is their winter home where they can stay out of the elements. Okay, so right now outside, this is the cool part about cattle. This is the how much body heat these cattle put off. Check this out. 18, 19 degrees in here. Outside, it's 12 below. Outside, it's right here. This is not a heated barn. It's just our big old calving barn. And it's pretty tight. And when you get, there's about 45 cows in here, 45 or 50, I think we counted last. But when you get them in here, see the steam rising off of them? They put off enough body heat just standing in here that it'll raise this barn about 30 degrees over whatever the ambient temperature is outside. Cool, huh? I'm just making a loop. Wondering where this mean cow is that's gonna come out of the herd and eat me. Hopefully she settled down. Maybe she chilled out. There's a lot of babies in here. I think Rooster had a very eventful night last night. Let me show you. Here's one. This next little deal here, this is just an example of how sometimes calving sometimes calving can just be tough. You just deal with stuff that's like, what do you do? It's a hard situation. Let me show you here. So this cow here, she calved been a week ago, and her calf is this little guy laying on the ground. That little bud. And when he was born, he kind of had the bag over his head a little bit, and Rooster went running out there. He saw it born and was there within just, a handful of seconds. But in the time that bag was over that calf's head, it sucked some amniotic fluid into its lungs. When they do that, it just really makes them sick. And so he's just kind of been languishing. He's not getting any worse, but he's not really getting any better. Rooster's been tubing him twice a day, where he puts a tube down his esophagus there and puts milk right in his belly. And you come out and he'll be standing up one time and the next he doesn't want to get up, and it's just kind of a hard deal. But can't give up on him. What do you do? So in the meantime, this little dude, hey little camper. This was a twin we had the other day. Mama was a real young cow, had a real small bag, and she was not going to raise twins. Often that's the case with cows. If they have twins, they usually don't have enough milk to raise them both. So this was the calf that was the least liked by his mama. And so we put him in here. He's warming my fingers up. We put him in here, and he is learning to become the foster child, stepchild of this cow. And then if this calf perks up, we'll probably keep it as a new spare calf to put on a different cow in the future. So thanks for the warm up there, little bud. So this is a little look, you guys. Maybe we'll get some evening action tonight. We'll slip over here and show you the process of getting these in this evening, because it's going to be a cold one tonight. But this is a look at the cow herd. It's really nice in here. It's really warm. They can have their babies in here despite it being 20 degrees. There's no wind. So they can have their babies in here and they'll still survive. They'll get them dried off, they'll get them licked off. It's amazing what the tongue of a cow can do. When those calves are dropped out on the ground, they'll get up and turn around and they lick, and within about 10 minutes, they've got that calf licked off and pretty well clean. Oh, it's a fun time of the year. It's hectic, but it's fun. Maybe that's the mean mom. I don't know. She never came out. Gotta watch your back. But anyway, as long as they're in here, they're gonna be okay. We can't keep them locked in here forever because we gotta feed them, and of course, they need to go drink. So what we'll do, tractor should be getting about warmed up by now. We're gonna go out, we're gonna feed everything, we'll turn these loose and let them go. And I'm just gonna bring you around. I'm just gonna show you around the day. This isn't gonna be a, a highly produced type thing. Not that any of our stuff is highly produced, but I'm just gonna kind of show you. We're just gonna take you around and let you see kind of what's cooking for the day. On a weird day like this where we got the kids, they're at home cleaning, I'm here, we're doing this, gotta go check on them, make sure they're doing their jobs, and you're just gonna come along. But one of the main things you have to watch for when it's this cold outside, any of these cows after we let them out, if they go try to calve, we got to catch them, we got to bring them back in here, because this barn will stay, even with that door open, it'll stay 10, 12 degrees warmer without cows in here. So we can't let them have calves out there because it's so nasty. Here's what happens. Sorry, this is a lot to take in. Calves' ears will freeze just within a minute. Their ears will freeze, like it freezes through because they're wet, and their ears will fall off. Actually, let me show you. Can you tell that her ears are short? See that? You can tell in the dark. It's kind of hard to see. But that cow, she froze her ears when she was a baby, and so she just has little nubs. So they'll freeze their ears off, their tail can freeze, and in a really extreme case, their back feet will actually freeze, and they'll be crippled for their life, or they won't even make it. Worst case. So we don't want any of that because that's unnecessary. So we're gonna keep an eye out as we're feeding. Some of these cows, they have this thing where they'll just hold it in, and then the second you open that door, they like to calve on their own, so they'll beeline it for the corner to be off by themselves. And you're like, no. But that's what you really watch for. Any cows that are taking off, don't do it. Okay, Rooster left us a note. See this? 6 a.m. is when he went in to go sleep in bed. I'll show you where he sleeps when we're out here. Still couldn't read tag on wild cow. All else tagged. I wouldn't turn out till all bedding and feeding is done. It's so cold outside, -14. I believe it. Okay, well, that's what Rooster says. That's what we'll do. All right, here you go. This is, let's see, I'll turn this down. This in here, you guys, is the roost. In fact, we don't call it that, but we should. We should call it a roost. It comes complete with cats. Hey, comes complete with cats. A couple of space heaters on the floor. A nice recliner. A good blanket. And an XM radio. You guys want to know something funny about Rooster? See all these books? Rooster's like a speed reader. All my life, he's been able to open a book and he can read the whole page like in 5 seconds. He just like somehow scans it. But I don't get it. He just like turn. And like he'll just get one of these books and he'll just read it in a couple hours. And you're like, Roost. So he just chews through books. Anyway, this is it. Over here we got the board. These are all the tags. In fact, this is kind of cool. Let me show you this. So we keep tags, right? These are the numbered tags for each one of the cows. So for every little tag that's here, there's a cow that corresponds with this. So if there's a tag on the wall, it means that cow has not had a baby yet. So let's look at 13, for example, is not calved. 14 and 15 have calved. So once they calve, you pull the tag off the wall and you write a card that says the date that it was born and what it was. And if it's a boy, you put a green card up. If it's a girl, You put a pink card up. That's so sexist, I know, right? Too bad. So anyway, that helps us keep track. And then anytime there's something special about it, we'll put a little note. Like Rooster put, first time mom. So this was one of our heifers that calved. Charlet Brown Swiss crossbreed. So it was a hard pull. The R circle does not stand for Rooster's favorite, but it kind of does because that means replacement heifer. This little baby that was born here just last week is one that we will keep on the ranch forever. It's a brown Swiss cross, which means it's got a little milk cow blood in it. It means she'll raise big calves because she's a good milker. Another heifer, first time mom, not much udder. So that's something we need to watch for in the future and go, okay, well, will her udder grow? Will it get big? If not, she may not be able to raise much of a calf. Mom twinned last year. So this is the cow that last year had twins. That's last year's note. Twins, a bull and a heifer, left heifer on mom. So that was another one where the cow wasn't going to take them both. So we left the heifer on the mom, we pulled the bull off and used it as a little bottle calf spare. See how that works? And then we keep all of them from all the years. Oops, sorry. Keep them from all the years. So this one's 2018 was her first year having a calf. 19, 20, 21, 22. And so it just gives you a little brief history. Check out this one. Well, she's been around since we started. I think 2017 was the first year we started doing this system. So it's kind of cool. You just have a little note on all the cattle. And a lot of ranches are more digital and whatever, but I kind of like this. This is what I love about old Roost. He's always kept good old records. This is his spreadsheet he uses. Kind of a duplicate of what's on those little tags, but it's all on one master sheet. So when they calve, he puts a little note, like look at this one, Gentle Mom, number 50. Char, it was our 63rd calf born. He keeps track too of how many, if it's a bull or a heifer, and how many bulls it is. So we've had 39 bulls. So far this year we've had 42 bulls, 28 heifers. So anyway, just cool stuff, and it's old school. And if you guys know me, which you do, we love old school. And Rooster, cock-a-doodle-doo. Rooster's old school. So check that out. This is where we stay. And hey, you better come out. Come on out. I want to lock you in here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. No. Look at the frost on that handle. Whew, okay. Uh-oh. My hands froze to the metal. Nothing, a little spit shine. No, I'm just kidding. We're up and moving. Man, these hydraulics in the cold, all the hydraulic functions on a tractor get really, really slow. So to warm up that oil, you want to move your bucket and your hydraulic stuff. You're gonna get that oil flowing, because oil flow through those passages is what heats that oil up. So while I'm on my way up to feed, before I gotta start using the hydraulic system, I like to just kind of loosen her up and just slow, not full blast, but just kind of slow roll this oil up and down. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like an arcade game. Raise it up, drop it down. The reason why I need it warm is because this hay processor back here. In fact, let me show you. Here, I'll show you. So check out all these hydraulics, all right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rather. You got 8 different hydraulic functions that this machine requires to operate. So that hydraulic oil that's sitting at 12 below zero, it's really, well, you know how oil is. It's like molasses on a January morning. It's not very viscous. So you warm it up, makes things flow. This thing is cool, all right? It's got a lot of features. I'll just kind of walk you through it real quick. I'm gonna do a full, I'll do a full-length video on, of course, how the straw's working, how the grain is working, all in our favor, definitely. It's too cold today to have the time to like walk you through and show you in detail kind of how we're doing it and just exactly how it's working. But I want to give you this little tease because this machine has made it, we've had this for a while, but it's been key to making this work for us, okay? So this is called a hay processor. You load a bale into the chamber. This floor spins around and it spins the bale. And while it's spinning, see those choppers over there in the dark? Those things spin fast and they chop the hay and shoot it across and they dump it down into this bunk. And anyway, the hydraulics are needed to run the shield to adjust the flow of the hay. The hydraulics are needed to run the chain. Hydraulics are needed to run this loader arm, which is how you load the bales up. Hydraulics are also needed, this is the newest addition, to run this grain tank, okay? I want to tell you more about it right now, but it'll be too much bleed over for the feeding video. So I'm gonna wait. I'll tell you more about this in depth, but you guys, it's great. The cows love it. I love it. Rooster loves it. We all just love it, okay? But these cows, I tell you what, on a cold morning, they're happy to have some feed. What do you think? Happy for that? These are the medium heavies, by the way. They'll have babies probably in 3 weeks. And that processor just takes this hay and chops it up real fine, and then we're able to mix a little grain in there. I'll tell you more again about that later. Another time, you have to tune back in. These are the lates, and they are ready for some feed. Come here, Barlow. Come join your buddy. Come on, load up. Oh, party time! Woohoo! So true to form, following Rooster's wishes, got the feedlot fed up. We have a couple windbreaks out here. We're in the calving lot now. I think when we do that feeding video, I'll get some good drone footage way up high so you can kind of see the layout of how all this works. But we're in the calving lot now where the heavies will be when they come out of the barn. Remember the barn? That's back over there behind me. But we're gonna bed these windbreaks. We did get a little snow last night. So we're gonna shoot some fresh straw in the windbreak there, windbreak down there. And then on the other side of the fence, see those little buildings there and back there? Those are little calf shelters. We're gonna go shoot a little straw up in there. And once that's done, then we'll begin feeding the rest of the cattle and we'll have this all squared away. And be good, right, Woo?
Oh yeah.
What do you think this cold?
It's freezing. I gotta get another layer on.
I know. There was like this point this morning where, like when I went in the barn to look at cows, it was just biting. And then I was in there long enough, came out and the edge kind of started to come off. But Woo doesn't have the beard like I do. She gave me the genetics for the beard, but days like today, you probably wish you did, huh?
Yes.
You guys, Woo is the greatest. It's been just, you know, this whole season's been crazy, but she comes out every day, comes out every single day and cuts strings, opens gates, does all that. And when you try to do it, you're like, hey, I'll get this. She's like, nope, it's my...
That's my job.
It's a job. It's my exercise. Leave me alone. I'll shovel the buckets full of corn. I'll haul the stuff around. I'll jump out and swing the gates. And you're like, okay, but
Better than being on a treadmill.
that's true. That's true. Oh goodness. All right, let's get this bedding done. Oh, getting down a bit down a bit I always practice, you guys. I haven't actually had a regular auctioneering job in, I don't know, several years now. But I just always got the old bebop in my step. However, right there, I didn't even say a single number. I'm on my way out to the cows. Out there, see them way out yonder? Way up north. Ding, get a bing, get a bit on the bone, there to the bit bother the bun, there to the bit bother the bonner, down, get a bit of mother bun, there to the bit bung, get a bung, who down to bop to bang, get a bit to bop to bang, bang, get a bing, get a bit on the mother, keep bop to bang, down, get a bit of mother, word boy, bing, bang, ba bong, dear. Those are all just little little bebops to go in between the actual numbers. If I was going to say numbers, I'd put them in there, but sometimes I like to just kind of flow ride, you know. We're just flowing out to the cattle. Hoobop to bop, hung, get a bit to bop, the bum, bum, get a bit to bop, the bung, get a bit to bop, the bung, get a bit to bop, the bung, get a bit to bop, the bing, get a bit to bop, the bang, get a bit to bop, to bop, to bop, to bop, to bop, to bop, to bing down, get a bit of to bop, to bow. Ready for this? Watch that mustache. Now focus on the stash. Ready? Get a bit to bop to bang, get a bit to bop to bang, get a bit to bop to bam to bop to bam to bop to bam, get a bit to bop to bang, 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 get a bit to bop to bam 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 to bam bam, get a bit to bop to bam 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 bam. Ah, where's them cows? Get a bit. You guys remember this song? It just popped in my head. Hello, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I got a wife and a kid and a family. One day my boss came up to me and he said, Joe, are you listening, Joe? Is that how it goes? Are you listening, Joe? Can you push this button with your left hand? And I said, yeah. Hello, my name is Joe. Oh, y'all remember this little spot? Looks a little different with some snow on it, doesn't it? Remember the old crossing we made? Yeah. Should call it Rabbit's Bridge, since Rabbit kind of came up with the idea. Yes, sir. We'll see if we ever get any moisture. Not looking real great so far, you guys, as far as the moisture goes. Kind of starting to think about settling into another summer of droughtage. Ha! We got a little opportunity right here, you guys. Got a little opportunity. So, when the cows have calved, remember they're still locked in the barn up there because we're not done feeding. But here's a couple pairs that were in here that calved the other day. We're gonna go ahead and kick them out so they can go out yonder on the hillside, which is where that's where all the cows that have calved go. Come on, mamas. Hey now. Hey! You get out of here. Turkey. She's gonna take a run at woo! Cows get a little protective at times. Oh, there they go. Those calves are big enough, strong enough, and old enough that they can go out into the brave world. Oh, that one may not be brainy enough. Come on, take a turn, boys and girls. There they go. Come on, little bugger. Next time I'll touch that calf will be at branding season, hopefully. He'll just go on his way. Yeah, that cow will eat you. Yeah, relax. Go on. Kid, your mom does not like us. Get out there with her. No. Go. I can see why I don't want to go with that crazy. Yeah. Get out of here, mama. Go on. Ooh, I thought he was going to get you. So you guys, with cows, it's all... If you go back and watch those clips again, it's all... They show it all in their head, those mama cows. It's all in their head. If you just watch their face, that'll tell you what's going on. They'll kind of stick their nose out a little bit and do just a little head shake, If a cow does that, if she sticks her head out and her neck out at all and moves her head and kind of nods her head at you, that is, well, that's a piece of molasses. It's not poo, don't worry. That's just the tell for cows. And this is the time of year where a cow will get you if you're not careful, because they got babies and they need to be protective. Because once they go out in the wilds out there, there's coyotes and even the rare wolf or mountain lion or black bear that moves through here, and they gotta be on their A game. So, hey, out of the way! Move! Oh, turkey's trying to finish feeding and he won't get out of the road. I don't think Rooster would appreciate if I ran one of his calves over. Rooster's got that, there's a I don't know, that cranky one or whatever in there. So he said he couldn't read the tag on the mom. Too much hair, so let's see if we can let him out and catch her number without getting creamed. I was in there earlier. I was in there earlier and she didn't seem to, I don't know. Might have to kind of I'll keep you in a safe place. So the story goes, this cow that's inside here, I was in there, I didn't see her. She didn't seem, but Rooster said, I guess he actually got Rooster, this cow actually got Rooster down on the ground yesterday. So I am gonna try to get her out and get her number so we can tag her calf and get her gone and out, because we don't like cows like that being in the barn. Mom's not real thrilled, but I'll make sure she's safe because she is my mother and I love her. She's gonna calve. She's got some discharge starting to flow and hang. So. The old rodeo. I think she's okay. That one's tagged. I don't know. Everybody gets antsy in that one. So. We're gonna get this one tagged and get all these out. The chill's off the air. We're gonna get all these pairs out of here and they'll be able to roll. How's it going, Roost?
Good.
All the cattle seem to be a little agitated this morning.
I just tagged the rest of those calves here.
Did you get, there's 126 that doesn't have a tag?
Is that the number? You got her number read down?
Yeah, kind of a big lanky cow.
Kind of high-headed, ready to take
You
it.
know, she seemed okay. This red one seems to want to eat somebody, but
The red one's all right. She's 126?
yeah.
Oh, that's already tagged.
Well, her calf doesn't seem to have one. So.
Well, I think it's a different.
Regular old rodeo. I think the wild one got out already. She beamed out. So anyway, we'll have to find her later. I don't know. We'll let her calf out. Let them get mothered up.
This calf will not die.
He's back up.
That's right there.
Come look at this calf. That's that one early this morning I showed you that was down and looking all dumpy and dead. He's up again.
We fed him. He's still raspy. We got that lung full of fluid.
This right here, it's called the high poo. It's a real tall cow. Took a big nunk on the gate and it froze, so. Kind of works good as a handle now, though. It gives you a little grip. One thing about old Roost, he never gets the temperature wrong. It's one of his passions of life, the temperature.
I've got my little indoor-outdoor thermometer.
We like to know, it's important to know this time of year because, you know, if it's below certain degrees, they need to come in the barn. We kind of have it all chart
You know,
it
it's
out.
gone from 0 to 7 above the last 15 minutes.
Really? You can tell out there feeding.
Can you?
Yeah, the bite's totally gone. If you want to make Rooster's day, 1, send him a thermometer, or 2, call him with some temperature extreme.
Did you show him here
Yeah, I walked him through the gauge and kind of how that works. Showed him the swans.
So you got the 22 above or 23, and it was 14 below, so the cows warmed it up 37 degrees.
Yeah.
So we froze no ears last night here.
So if we'd been outside, say we didn't have a cabin barn and we just had a windbreak with straw last night.
All these ears would be froze off, and this fall when you sell them, they'd all have short ears, and the buyers dock you like crazy.
So not only do the calves get made fun of by all the other calves because they got short ears, you know, they're walking around, hey, short ear, ha ha ha, can you hear me now? Got any service? They get made fun of for all this kind of stuff, these little calves. So not only is it important to keep their ears so they don't get socially bullified, it's important to keep their ears because, yeah, at the end of the year, they look gnarly, and the buyers, even though it doesn't affect their performance as they grow, the buyers look at it and go, it looks funny, I don't want to pay full price. So it pays to keep them warm. Yeah. Oh. We lose a dog or two?
Blue, bad dog.
These are the new ranch pups. They're working on their obedience. Well, let's go. We'll go feed the heifers, and then we're wrapped up, I think, right?
Hey.
Okay. You guys be good. Well, that takes care of morning chores, you guys. It was from frosty nast to quite beautiful at the moment. What old Rooster say, 7 degrees. The little breeze that was there is gone. And now it's time to go home. Go home and see what those 3 little turkeys have gotten done. Hey, real quick too, let's talk about old Rooster and the 12 calf night. What in the world? See, if you have a herd of about 300, 400, you know, getting 8 to 12 calves a day is kind of a normal thing. 15 calves, you might get a real whopping day where you get, 20, 22. For us, our steady flow is like 5 or 6, 7. We've got about, what are we calving out? 165, 70-ish, somewhere right in there. 5 a day is like, hey, that's just bebopping along. If you do that consistently, it really adds up, and there you go. So, 2 nights ago, we had 3 calves in the night. So you get 3 in the night, you get, 2 to 3 more during the day, and it's like, okay, there's our 5 or 6 head. 12 calves in the night. Rooster's just proud as punch, and I love it. So that's a massive wave. That would be the equivalent of getting about 30 or so if you had a bigger herd. It would be a big old wild night, and not a single one of them had to be assisted, and that's kind of rare with that many coming that quick. Usually one of them has a hang up, or the calf's maybe just a touch big and she just needs a little help, getting it out of there. But not last night. That is great. Coldest night of the year. Calves just popping up like daisies. Okay, one more thing for your viewing pleasure. Oh, baby. This thing never gets old. This thing never gets old, does it? Beast. Gotta let the chickens out, too. I forgot this morning. It was a little cold. Hey, chickies! What you got going on? Chickens are so fun. Chickens, they need a run. Got any eggs? Huh? This is our greenhouse, if you remember. What about you guys? Hiding anything under there? Sure enough. Oh yeah, still warm. Looks like we'll be eating something tonight. Anybody else? What about you? Okay. Still got some feed. Oh, your water's hung up though. Water's hung up. There. Some say it was as much of a miracle as when Moses smote the rock. Here you go. Yep. Any hidden eggs? So that's the greenhouse. You guys remember I built this wise greenhouse? I'm pretty proud of it because I'm not a carpenter. And of course, a carpenter would be like, "Oh, hey, bro." But it's withstood some unbelievable winds this last year. And since there's not a chicken coop ready yet, that's where the chickies are at. And anyway, there's a chicken coop that's coming. I traded a guy some work for a chicken coop. You guys, I love trading. Like, I'll trade you this for that. In fact, I'm going to do an episode on trading. Come on, Bartle. And some of the cool things, food supply wise, that have come from trading. Okay, here we are. Just arrived home. What do you guys think? Think the crew's gonna have it done or no?
I'm gonna have it done.
You guys wanna give me a tour? Okay. I don't know. Let's check it out. Okay, here's the beginning of the tour. Lash is gonna give the official tour, followed by her crazy minions. Okay, Rabbit. Looks like you swept, maybe? Always just say, yeah, of course we did. Okay, let's go to the next. Oh, you folded my laundry for me. And Mom's? She's gonna love that. How
And
about,
we swept the floors.
You swept the floors, Marnie?
Flushed it.
Did you do anything? Got the homeschool room picked up, cleaned up. Nice. That's good.
Then,
Oh yeah. When I left, this was a huge mess. There was stuff all over the floor. Looks like you got it folded, put away. Got the kitchen counter cleaned up.
and Dad,
Oh.
it was
Good girl.
super messy when you left.
Whoa. Oh, wait. I'll come back in. Hold on. Bama, tell me when it's ready.
Okay.
Tell me when they're ready in there. Hey, Bama. Should we brush your hair? Okay, here I come. Dum, dum, dum. Hey guys, there we go. What do you have to say, Armstrong?
Just chilling.
Hey, what's that tooth? Give us a big smile. Give us a big old smile. No, not a frown.
No.
These guys all watched you lose these teeth on the road. Remember when you lost that one on the truck when you got that hay?
Pretty excellent, ain't it? Say it. They spit it out.
Okay, well,
I swallowed mine.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that it's a pass. That means the ski trip tomorrow is still on. Oh, there's a ski trip tomorrow up at the ski hill, which is a couple hours away. But the weather is changing. The weather is changing, and I think that Roost and the cows and Woo will be okay for part of the day. And we're gonna take the kiddos, except for you guys stay with Grampy and Woo. We're gonna go up and hit the old hill, break out the old snowboard, see if the old man still got it.
Snowball.
Fred, I just have a question. I just came in and picked up Freddie from Jim from town here. Did you ever think that your old pops was gonna be famous around town?
Well, I mean, you're more famous now than you were before, but
Oh no, it's gonna be. Came in to get our oil changed in the Suburban real quick before the ski trip tomorrow, and the guy here working is like, "Hey, saw you on YouTube." Oh yeah, loving the YouTube. It's always fun to see the folks that are seeing the stuff. So anyway, it got us VIP. We got the front seats.
Yep.
So don't ever say that little fame didn't ever do anything for you. What do you think, Roost?
Might be getting too cold.
Yeah. She just kicked that one out, didn't she?
Yeah. 5 seconds ago.
Get to licking, Mama.
The last one can't. A little bit ago, its ears are frosted a little bit
Are they?
down below. This is like the 5th calf. The last
Just
out.
tipped a little bit. This number 5 today
Yes.
out here since we kicked him out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she could lick on him for a few minutes, get him.
Yeah.
Then we could chase her and him in, put him in the warmer anyway, huh?
Or you could even lay him on my rubber mat there.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe they just keep popping.
Keep rolling on.
I'm gonna go move him out of that pool.
Okay. Out of the wet. All right, girl.
Yeah, that wildcat got her calf tagged.
The one we let out on accident.
It was 157. And I see, you know, she got a chunk of me last night in the cabin shed.
So Mom said she actually got you down.
Well, she hit me and she slipped and went down, or she'd have had me good.
I bet that was quite a sight. Old Roost scurrying around and the cow slipping and sliding.
Oh man,
It gets your blood pumping.
yeah. But I see on the board last year it was a hard pull. Her calf was a hard pull. I'm sure that's why she's still cranky. She remembered all the abuse she got last year.
Didn't have a good experience. Huh?
Boy, that's a big calf.
Yeah, it is.
You know those other calves? There was 2 or 3 cows licking them because they were all on
They were all
labor
getting
at the
ready to
same
calve.
time. But she's on her own
I wish that other one would come give her a hand.
here.
We've decided we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get those cattle in because it's getting cold. That sun's dropping low in the sky, and it's just getting that bite back in the air again that was there this morning. You guys have been through like a whole day here on the ranch. And if you're still here, true followers, true believers. So anyway, I called over to the house. We're gonna get the A-team real quick. You remember the A-team? They're gonna come help move these cattle in so we can get them quicker. You guys ready to rock? Thanks for getting ready. They're all ready already. Ready, Bam Bam? Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Jax. I shaved my beard off, and today we've got weeds and bingers and marnooch and rabbit, and we're gonna go bring the cows into the barn so they don't freeze.
Hey, Jax.
The cat, yeah, weeds.
Your face is gonna freeze out there bringing those cattle in because it's getting cold. So,
I forgot to mention weeds grew a beard.
weeds grew a beard. We're kind of just playing reversal today, apparently. So, So, Jax,
Yeah.
who's your greatest inspiration in life? Who's your greatest role model? Tell the people.
Well, I don't know.
Come on, Jax. There's got to be one really manly man, tough dude, just the essence of all things raw. It's been a great role model to you.
I have no idea.
It's got to be Weeds, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be weeds, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, look at Weeds over here.
Yeah, look at weeds.
Just the full metal man.
Yeah.
Come on, mamas. Time to go back in. Guys, we're just gonna fan out and move these up in there, okay? Make sure you get your hood on, Marnie. We're gonna try to leave any of these babies, you guys kind of watch. We're gonna leave them behind. If their mamas stay with them. Lash, come over here, pay attention. I gotta sort this little. You guys stay over here. Stay over that way. Okay, see how that mama's with her baby now? We'll let them stay out in the straw. They're old enough. Army, hustle along and that cow's gonna get you. Here we go. Army, look behind you. Hustle and run up by Lash. Girl, you stay. You can stay out here and eat. Yeah, hey. That old girl still wants to eat me. That unreal rip. She tried to chase me down. She's like a headhunter. Ain't kidding. Oh, good. I'm like, go back. And she's like, no, I'm gonna eat you. I'm like, you can't. You're a herbivore. You can't eat me. She tried. Anyway. Here we go. That old 120 whatever chasing us and the kids down. Had to put him back in. She was chasing us down. That's that cranky old mean one over there we couldn't find this morning. Come on, big girls. Come on, old red. Come on. Come on. You little ding dongs. Come on, let's go get him. Kid, get up. Go inside. It is not that hard, guys. All right.
I just always feel tense around them because they're all looking at me. And
So for the record, I've never been chased down by a cow. Like, they'll get after you and then you move away. And once you move away, then they're like, all right, it's fine. But that girl, she's like, oh no, I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing, come on. I want lettuce, I want onions, I want tomatoes. It's probably because my name got switched to Weeds, and cows like to eat weeds, and so that's probably why she came to eat me.
I'm not going out there.
So Jax, thanks for renaming me to Weeds.
Oh yeah, I forgot my name was Dex. Sorry.
This one girl don't want to go in. Pull up a little closer to me. I think we got her whipped. Beauty. Alright, this is good. Lash, you keep an eye on everything in here, alright? Come with me, Weeds. Let the calf off here and she'll come fetch it. I don't want to get crazy when it's fired up. No, you stay. You stay. Get up. Just now anyway. Bring her out. Do you remember how this used to be? Yeah.